Yo, what is up YouTube? My name is Matthew Rockefeller. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is the difference between a Tinder DM versus an Instagram DM. You know what I mean? What today's video is going to consist of are two different DMs, one on Instagram, the other one on Tinder. I'm also going to explain the pros and cons of which ones, you know, the functionality, all the features that each of them come with, and which one would be better for you depending on exactly what you're looking for. Alright guys, on my channel what we do talk about here is men's dating, fashion, and lifestyle. Man, consider subscribing. We talk about this 24/7, okay? So let's get right into the video. Cool, so this first one right here, boys, this takes place over Tinder. So I hit her with one of my favorite opening lines. It's "Hi honey, I'm home." It's one of my favorite Tinder lines because A, it's different than like a "Hey, what's up?" or a "Hey, cutie." And it's part of me-you conversation. If you all don't know what that is, I talked about it before in my other video. I'll leave a link to that. But it's just fun, flirty banter. So she reciprocates the energy. She was like, "Hey, welcome home." And I was like, haha, because I was having fun with it. And, you know, "Hey, listen, I missed you. Work was hectic today. You know, trying to solve world peace and stuff like that." And, you know, we're just playing along with the way that I zone the conversation. Like when I say "Hi, honey, I'm home," I'm zoning, or I'm putting the conversation in a certain realm. And I can kind of control it through that way. So we're just having fun playing along with it, going back and forth. She says, "Oh, I've got dinner cooked for us," and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh, like, you know, thank you, you're awesome, but if you saw what I was looking at right now, you would want to skip dinner and go straight to dessert." And, you know, so I'm just using a little bit of like that flirty conversation, especially with my emojis and stuff like that. It's like, "Oh, is that right? I do have a sweet tooth anyways." So it's just, listen, like, man, I'm keeping it fun. I'm keeping it, you know, not so serious. I'm keeping it like super fun and super flirty and super bantered and stuff like that. And I'm building sexual energy with this conversation here. So I said, "Ooh, for what?" You know what I mean? The second part is like, you know, I started laughing. So then I like applauded her. I was like, "Hey, listen, like, on some real stuff, like, I liked the conversation we had. Like, it was so much fun." And, you know, she reciprocated the energy. She was like, "Hi, yes, of course. It's always more fun to play along." Like, look, man, like, you can just tell, like, between the two of us, like, reading this, you know, like, we had a lot of fun with this conversation. Like, it's a fun, lighthearted, flirty conversation. We're allowed to use a little bit of like that sexual energy, and also, like, I'm also trying to build rapport with her and get to know her well and super stuff like that too. So, you know, I had my bio set a certain way. Now, this is one of the things that I like about Tinder is like an algorithm. I'll get more into that in a second. But I had my bio set a certain way, and she had read that bio, and by reading my bio, she had swiped left on me, or swiped right, whatever way it is, yada yada yada. And she said, "Yeah." And, you know, I started messing with her a little bit. I was like, "Hey, like, you're super cute. Like, you give me Velma Dinkley vibes." And she's like these big ass frames for no reason, just like teasing her, man, just having fun with her and stuff like that. All this is now though is like we just started commenting on like her appearances and stuff like that. Like I said, she has big glasses, and she was like, "Oh, I cut my hair," and I was like, "What? Do you have like a midlife crisis or anything like that?" I'm just teasing her, man. But ultimately though, man, like, you know, we're just building rapport here. I'm trying to make her more comfortable and stuff like that. So, you know, I can dig it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, like, I'm not trying to stay on Tinder forever. I'm obviously gonna try and get the conversation to like my Snapchat or somewhere more exclusive, like a text or a Snapchat. And in this case, I chose Snapchat. So hey, so what I do like about Tinder, if we're gonna talk about the pros of Tinder, is, for one, man, I definitely like how you just have you have an insane amount of shots that you can pretty much take, man. Like you can get as many matches as you want on Tinder. And if you're a guy that's like new to like online dating, or he's trying to get his texting game improved, or he's just trying to talk to as many women as possible, man, Tinder is definitely the spot for you. It's the most popular dating app. So, you know, whatever you're looking for, man, you can set your bio a certain way, you can have your pictures a certain way, you can have the age group set a certain way. So depending on what you're looking for, man, Tinder can find something for you for that. Pros about that, man, is ultimately you're gonna have way more shots you can take. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it. It's great for if you're trying to learn experience, and it's great if you're trying to like get better at like your texting game or your online dating game. And everyone has one, so you'll always have options. All right, so now that we've talked about the positives, let's also talk about the negatives, because there are for sure some negatives to this app. So my number one, first negative I have to give about this app, man, is you're gonna deal with a lot of weirdos slash bots. So Tinder, it's like the most popular dating app, I guess, and it attracts all types of people. So you are gonna find some, you know, card unorthodox people. Also, you're going to deal with a lot of like bots. You know, you think you get a match, you're swiping, oh, she's fine, and then she messages you, hey, listen, come over. My parents are only going to be away. Click on this link, email me here, and you're just like, bro, what the fuck, man? Like, can I get a break? So that's a big issue with it too. Another issue I have to give the app is it puts girls on a pedestal, and it gives them like an inflated sense of ego. There's a sex disparity between how many dudes are on the app versus how many chicks are on the app. So what that means for girls is that girls pretty much have like an infinite number of picks, especially if you're like a decently attractive chick, man. You know, they can swipe, match, swipe, match, swipe, match. Whereas dudes, you know, it's not uncommon for a dude to swipe for like 40 or 50 times, so swipe rampage before he gets like a match or two, man. So, you know, even with that, with like just like the numbers working against you, on top of these girls like kind of having like a pedestal inflated ego, a lot of the times, man, you know, even if you do get a match, it feels like you have to like jump through a hoop sometime to like get these chicks to respond back, man. Because if she's fine, you matched her, bro, and you're gonna message her like a hey, how are you, or like a hey cutie, bro, that shit's not gonna cut it, man. So and a good way to put it, it's gonna force you like to adapt or die. Either like get good at texting and get good at like gifting, or you're just not gonna get a whole lot of success on the app. Another issue that I have to give with it, man, is just like its overall archaic app design. All you can do is just text, and it's got a below average like gift game. I think Tinder to like a Bumble to where you can FaceTime, call, you know, voice message, pictures, and gifts as well. Bumble and other apps just offer more tools for your tools box to showcase your personality and to like present yourself like in the best possible light. Whereas Tinder, dude, either you are good at like texting or you're not. So yeah, those are my issues with it. Awesome. So what we got up next is we got the Instagram DM. So I'll put this one right here for y'all to read. Now, as y'all can see, the first message that I sent this girl was a video. And I can tell you exactly what I said in the video, man. All I pretty much did was I just took a video selfie of myself, and I was just like, hey, listen, I need to know who's the brains behind this account. I have a business inquiry for her. I need to know who's running this. She's mad cute. And I just clicked and I sent that. And it's just a fun, flirty way. So I sent like my shot as like a business proposition, and she reciprocated it. She liked the message. Obviously, she said, "Oh well, you can have her number if you want." And I was like, "Is this her people? I need to know. I can have my people get in contact with your people, so then we can arrange something." And you know, we're just making the joke about that and stuff like that. And then ultimately, I was able to get the number. So the two biggest takeaways from this one I can give y'all two right here, man, is listen, bro. Like real talk right now, like real talk, like breaking the fourth room. If you will take anything away from a video, you guys didn't take away anything else but one thing in this video, let it be this. Send video and voice messages of yourself, bro. Video voice message will always beat texting, bro, 100%, bro. Those confidence, first of all, if you send like a video, hey, what's up, I'm just chilling, you know what I mean, type shit, like it's a whole lot of fun. It signals confidence, but also women are able to see like how you talk, how you say things, like how's the influx of your voice, or how you sound, or how you talk, or how you deal with other people, before they're able to like escalate relationships with y'all, man. So voice message and videos are a great way to give her reassurance and stuff like that. So boom. The second thing that we did here well too, man, started sending like smiley faces back to each other, and I'm mimicking that. Like it's like we're almost like we're making our own language. Like it's like a mimicky, but it's like a fun flirty mimicky. So like I'm sending one, she sends one, then I send one, and she sends one. So it's just creating like, it's just text that attracts, text that brings together. You and I conversation, very important right here, okay? And let's go ahead and go into the pros of Instagram. So I like Instagram for two reasons mainly. Number one, first of all, it's just, compared to ancient Tinder, man, Instagram has a lot more tools for your toolbox, and you get a lot more at your disposal. I can send her a video, I can send her a voice message, I can send you pictures, I can send you gifts, I can send you... I can FaceTime you off Instagram DM. I'm pretty sure I can, right? I can send you funny like pictures and stuff like that. So you have a lot more tools and a lot more better ways to like show your personality over Instagram as opposed to Tinder. So I love that for sure. So functionality, it gets an A+. But the biggest reason why I love Instagram, why I love flirting on it, man, is a big one, and it's social proof. Seriously, this is like the best thing you can have. Now, compared to Tinder, where a girl can only see like your pictures And she can make it just like, I don't know, he doesn't have a whole lot of friends, he doesn't look that exciting, he doesn't look that fit, he doesn't look like that fun. She can make an assumption off that just because it's best pictures, bro. And best believe chicks are social proofing you 24/7, bro. They're 100% social proofing you, man. That's why Instagram is so powerful. They can go and see your pictures with your friends. They can see how many likes you get. They can see what you do with your life. They can see what's so exciting about that. Oh, how many people follow him? Oh my gosh, she follows him? Oh, like why do they follow him? Oh, I have to follow him. XYZ, stuff like that. So it's a great way to social proof yourself too, man. And truth be told, if that person is on Instagram, you follow each other, or a lot of the times, man, y'all probably have a mutual of a mutual. So like, it's not like so far and distant, like, hey, there's no correlation between you and I. Like, we are two total complete strangers. But like, y'all actually know a friend that knows a friend, so you can kind of like social proof. It's like, hey, listen, I heard of this person, I never talked to them, but I know of that person, and that's very powerful, and that's a good way to get your foot in the door, especially when you're trying to like talk to women and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, she didn't go to my high school, she didn't go to my rival high school, but she did go to my good friend in Plano's high school, for instance, right? It's just a good way to social proof yourself, man. You probably know someone that knows someone, and y'all, that these people know each other, right? So to wrap it up, man, the best way to do it is really high in functionality, and it's a great way to social proof yourself, man, 100%. Or as the cons go for Instagram, can't be sending some crazy shit on Instagram, man. I mean, you can, but a lot of times you can get screenshotted and exposed on other apps like Twitter. Not speaking from experience. You obviously can't be as wild with your shooting of your shot, because like I said, 9 times out of 10 you probably are somewhat familiar, or maybe y'all somewhat know each other, so it's kind of awkward, right? I would say Instagram's also not the best if you're trying to gain more experience. Because I mean, let's say if like a girl looks at you, for instance, like, oh, let's say if you don't have a whole lot of followers, you don't like a whole lot of photos and stuff like that. Well, that can work against you when it comes to your social proofing, so that can kind of sometimes screw you over. So to wrap it up, what I would say negatively about Instagram is, man, if you don't have a lot of photos of yourself, or if you don't have a lot of followers, because best believe, bro, chicks be doing that, or bots be doing that, bro. But a lot of chicks use social media as a way to social proof yourself, man. See how many likes you get, see who follows you, what girls like your photos, stuff like that. They look into that shit, bro. If you don't have a lot of that, man, kind of can work against you, especially, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Awesome, y'all. Since we've seen the pros and cons of each different apps, I'm now going to give my full comparison analysis for it right here. So starting off, man, with Tinder, what I'm going to give Tinder, it's like best, like what you want to use Tinder for, man. If you're a guy who's new to the dating game, or he's new to online dating, and he's trying to get his best experience with it whatsoever, I'm going to recommend Tinder to y'all, man. I mean, you can't beat that it's one of the most popular apps out there when it comes to dating, and that you can literally just have like an infinite amount of matches sometimes, or like you can just go, oh, well, cool, if this line didn't work, cool, I can use it to the next, you know what I mean? So Tinder in terms of like that is great. It's also great, honestly, man, like there's a reason why it's got a reputation of, there's a reason why it doesn't have like a Match.com reputation, and that it's more of like a hookup app. It's because you can literally set your bio, your age, your location, you know, your profile pictures a certain way to get what you want to get. So if you're into that hookup stuff, cool, that's for you, awesome. Or if you're just into like getting practice and learning and just wanting to talk to as many females as possible, which is smart too, Tinder's your best bet for sure. Now, as far as Instagram, man, I'm gonna have to give Instagram the best possible, it's the best bet for you, man, when it comes to your dating game for sure. Like if you're trying to date and actually date someone seriously. For one, you can't beat the app functionality on Instagram, man. You just have so many tools to your in your toolbox to just showcase your best personality. You know, you can do voice messages, you can FaceTime, you can send GIFs, you can send pictures with cool filters on it on top of it and stuff like that. So there's a lot of tools you have to your availability. You also can't beat the proof that you're social proofed in a sense. Like as opposed to Tinder, where you can only see pictures and stuff like that. Where on IG, they can see how many followers you have, like what girls are liking your pictures, what girls are commenting on your pictures, like how people follow you, how many likes you get per picture, and that's a really good way to social proof yourself, especially in the dating game, stuff like that. So overall, man, for Instagram, if you're trying to date, I would hit up some girls you somewhat know of a friend through a friend through a friend, and y'all like each other, to talk to them. And on Tinder, go wild, bro. It's your playground. All right, boom, y'all. So that's going to do it for me today, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So question of the day I'm going to ask y'all, man, is which one do y'all think is better? Let me know your comments and the thoughts, man. I love to have a debate. I love to have interaction. I love to see what my fellows think here, my troops think here, my kings here, because we're all kings on this channel. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, drop suggestions below in the box. But thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Deuces.